welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Who did the Kings, Jeff? Hello? It's, there's it, Monday. It's the community run. Kevin says it's time to start the diet for the summer body. What do you mean? This is my summer body. 20 seconds to go. We're starting our community run. MHG, FMR, ZLDR and PACK Monday combined community run. We do 10k and hang on, we've got a biker in here. That's what Nikki was going on about. We've got a biker in. Right, the beacon's going to stay at 10k. Shall I follow the beacon or shall I go at 9? Right, I think some people like to run at 9, so I'll stay at 9. Did quite a few miles yesterday, so Jeff Partridge is going slow today. We've got Carol Rushworth, Sebastian, Leo's running, Tina's there, Paul Hayward's there, Clive Finnemore, Diana, Kevin, Nikki, Theo, loads of people, all the usual crew. Yoko is there. Hello, Yoko. Oh, blimey, we're flying across the grass. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Back onto the road. That was weird. So, yeah, 10k. If we stay at this pace, it's going to take us an hour and 6 minutes to do. And you'll notice the clock hasn't actually started yet. The clock will start in a second. If you've got any chat that you want to espouse, then please do send it on over. Yeah, I'm also tired. You did 20 miles or so yesterday, and it was a very hot day. I stopped for ice cream and coffee on my long run yesterday. Sarah Jacobson is just doing her first run post-COVID, so she doesn't want to go too far today. Honestly, Rob, it was absolutely perfect. I didn't say Robert, but I suppose that'll do. Jeff didn't want to admit it, but he did actually eat a Marmite sandwich or two on his race. Yes, really well done, Leo and Jeff, on their 50-mile race at the weekend. So Jeff Partridge and Leo Loughran did a 50-mile race together. Well, they weren't together during the race, but they were at the same race. We've got a photograph of them beforehand. Only 9,000 feet. A 6-year-old child could climb that. A 6-year-old child could climb that. Hello, Alexis. Alexis says her dad says thank you. I imagine when Leo's running on the treadmill, he can't type onto his phone or computer. I don't think motorless treadmills have incline, do they? Or do they? Yeah, they will do actually, won't they? The expensive ones definitely will. Yeah, it is. It is always uphill on a motorless treadmill. That is true. Long COVID, Sarah? Question mark. So yeah, definitely taking it easy today. Although I didn't do anywhere near as far as Leo and Jeff. got tired legs from the weekend, so I'm just going to relax. Keep it at 9 for most of the way, unless somebody decides they want to do a progressive. Yeah. Sarah, when I think I had it, which was a good couple of years ago now, I couldn't catch my breath on my runs when I was back. For a few months after COVID, I found it very difficult to catch a full breath of air when running. Darren, we are only less than a kilometre in. That's the people running 9 kph. Yeah, same for Darren. He found it difficult to get a full breath of air. Yeah, and I'm okay now as well. Yeah. Victoria says 12 weeks is the benchmark to recover from COVID. The reason Victoria isn't here with us today is because she's at her lying down class that she goes to on a Monday. It's a class for middle-aged people who like to lie down for 45 minutes. So she just goes and I can't remember what they call it. Something like pilots or something like that. I think they lie down and they look at pictures, they look at photographs of airline pilots. I knew Tina would bite. I knew she'd bite. Alexis, my weekend was good, thank you very much. We had a very busy weekend. So on Saturday, and Sarah's bitten as well now. On Saturday, Victoria and myself and the kids, we were volunteering at a 100-mile race called the Thames Path 100. As you might guess, it runs along the Thames for 100 miles from Richmond in London all the way to Oxford. And we were helping out at the aid station at 30 miles. So we spent basically the whole day there on Saturday. And then on Sunday, Victoria and I ran for our club, Worthing Harriers. We did a 5-mile race, which was absolutely beautiful weather. And then I ran home from the race. Jeff, no, he didn't. He was 10 minutes over. No, just a bit. Hang on a minute. What was the record? 13:43. He came in at 13:59. He came in at 13 hours 59 minutes. So about 16 minutes away from the record. I imagine he was sprinting for the line to make sure he could get in under 14 hours. Same as your fish, yeah. Probably the same as me as well. Angela says, I'm taking my lying down class 2 on my lunch break. So Angela likes to go to lying down classes. And we know Tina loves her lying down classes, and Sarah probably. Carol, do you do lying down classes? Now, Carol's a hardcore runner. She was crushing it on. What day was it that Carol just pulled us along? Was it Friday or Thursday? Did you see John Kelly's map for those 570 kilometres? Question mark. Oh, John Ketley. What is he saying, John Ketley? It was the maddest map. Why did it say John Kelly? I didn't ask it to say John Ketley. I said John Kelly. Unbelievable. Oh no, Leo caught heat stroke. I hope he's alright. Heat stroke is not good to have. And he's running today. That is mad. I hope he's okay. Yes, Clive, we will need sun cream at the weekend, I think. So, Rob Ralph is at 1 mile. We're just back from 1 mile. We're 1.5 kilometres. So there's the 10 kph group are up ahead of us with Rob, and we're the 9 kph group just back here. We've now done a mile. My group is at 9 kph, Darren. I've got silly shorts marks as well. So if you are watching, I am looking at chat on the live stream. So if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch, hello. Nice to have you with us. If you want to ask a question about Zwift running or anything running related, really. If I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. So just ask away in the chat. If you're new here, welcome along. This is Zwift running, live treadmill running. The people on the screen that you can see running are all real people all over the world. Even as far away as Wales, I'll have you know. So yeah, we're on the Zwift Run channel on Twitch and YouTube, and the Film My Run channel on Facebook. Yes, Amy, comma, what is all this outside running you've been doing? Question mark. Oh, just been covered over by Clive's message. He says, Clive says he'd currently like Jack Casper the Ghost. I keep getting lost, says Amy. See, you can't get lost on the treadmill. Oh yeah, hang on a minute. Now, I spoke too soon there. I know what you're all going to say. I spoke too soon. Right, Leo is doing a 4-day event in June called the Tour of Thameside. Hence why he's running, because the pain won't be in any... Because the pain now won't be in any pain, hopefully, when he's running. Oh, okay, yeah. Marcel is doing this event, doing interval training. So I see we are all joining Adam for a fast 10k on Wednesday then. Tina says nope. Somebody says it won't be fast. Oh, Amy says it won't be fast for me. You can make it as fast as you make it, Amy. I don't mind pushing it a bit if my legs recover by then. Kev's got a day off on Wednesday. Does that mean a day off from running or a day off of work? Oh, of course, this is our final chance to say good luck to everyone running the Copenhagen Marathon. Kevin, do you know how many runners there are going? Question mark. How many are going, Kevin? Because I know a few have dropped out, haven't they? Yeah, a few people dropped out. Well, good luck to all 10 runners in Copenhagen. Yeah, a lot of injured, yeah, I know, I saw that, yeah. So, another advert for Paris 2023. If you would like to join us in real life for the Paris Marathon 2023, do consider it. You have plenty of time to make arrangements, as the marathon will not sell out for a few months yet. Sarah Jacobson says, obviously everyone should be going to Paris because I will be there. Sarah will be there. Rob Ralph has to go for a pit stop. Mind you, I'm not sure he wanted me to advertise that to everybody. Yes, also a few of us will be in Sussex, UK in October to run the Beachy Head Marathon, if you are interested in that. So that's Beachy Head, October 2022, and Paris, April 2023. Yeah, Clive says there's also a Beachy Head 10k and a half if you fancy it. Beachy Head is a famous cliff suicide spot in the UK. .500-foot high cliff. Often used in films to represent the White Cliffs of Dover. Because the White Cliffs of Dover are no longer white. Very sensible, Kevin. Sensible idea, Kevin. Oh, I haven't put camera 7 on, have I? Hang on. Alexis, I'm definitely doing Beachy Head in October. Yeah, so Leo is, aren't you? And there's a Clive Finnemore is. There's a few of us doing it. We just put camera 7 on. Oh. Okay, so we are approaching 3.5k in. About 45 minutes to go. Just keeping it nice and comfortable. And I have now changed my max heart rate, by the way. So if any of you were watching or listening last week, I said that I was going to do a max heart rate effort at my race on Sunday. So that was yesterday. And I went as hard as I could. And I reached a max heart rate of 176. Now I think I have seen 179 fairly recently. So maybe I didn't quite get to my max. So I have now changed my max heart rate in Zwift from 186, which is what it was, down to 179. So I need to keep an eye on my heart rate and see what the changing points are now, because the points at which the heart rate zones change will have altered now. Oh yeah, Leo says via Alexis. Good luck to everyone running in the marathon this weekend. By the way, I just wanted to let you know, Alexis, that me saying your name keeps setting off my you know what she's called machine over there. Oh, sorry, no, we haven't upped the pace. I was just catching up. I stopped talking, Sarah. Did that make you think you'd lost sound on the stream? I'm still here. I was just typing away. Six and a half, Ralph. 6.5 miles. Oh no, that's not right. 4.5 kilometres. There you go, 2.75 miles. So I don't speak for like 30 seconds. Sarah goes into panic mode, thinking I've died. Sarah, if I stop talking for more than 3 minutes, are you going to call 911? Right, we're 4 kilometres in, we've got 6 kilometres to go. Unless I fall off the treadmill. Standard. Right, 39 minutes left if we stay at this pace, which you probably will. People thought I'd sped up, and I had sped up, but it was just because I was hanging off the back of the pack. So I wanted to get back in the middle of the pack, so I sped up a little bit, and then forgot I'd sped up. Kevin says, a stream without technical problems isn't a good stream. If my stream is going perfectly, I will deliberately initiate technical issues purely for Sarah's benefit. Purely, not surely. You're welcome, Sarah. My pleasure. Kev says, these technical problems are necessary for the drama part, Stephen. Do like a bit of drama. Although, no, I thought it was comedy for you lot. It's not drama, it's comedy. It might be drama for me. Right, Tina is done. Well done, Tina. Take care. See you soon. Rob Raff wants to know what's for tea. I want to know what's for tea as well. I was so hungry before starting the stream, I had to have a packet of crisps. Or potato chips, as you say in the States. And Nikki says goodbye, Tina, as well. The time is fast approaching, by the way, that I choose some new music for my stream. This music now had for about 3 years, and the last lot of music before that, people were complaining that I'd had it too long. Shows how long running's been on Zwift, actually, doesn't it? I think we started running. My first run on Zwift was in December 2016. So we're coming up on 6 years of running on Zwift. And we often think of running as being in beta and still relatively new. I mean, running has been around for a long time now. So yeah, I started live streaming with a certain collection of copyright-free tunes. And I had them for about 3 years. And Jonathan Cost, amongst others, started suggesting that maybe we have some new music. Was it Jonathan? Somebody, anyway, and I'd already been thinking about some new music, so I did put together this playlist of tracks, which has featured on the stream now for almost the same length of time, another 3 years or so nearly. So it's probably time to start thinking about some new songs. I have got a little collection of tunes that I might use, so one day I'll sit down and collate them all, and one day soon you'll go, what the hell is this? And you'll all moan at me and want me to change it back. I know how it works. People don't like change. So I'm just warning you in advance. I'm just giving you advance warning to mentally prepare that one day, random. Well, no, I like to have a playlist that kind of segs into each other, and I like to kind of overlap the tracks as well. I don't know if you've ever noticed the tracks that I've got here. They overlap each other, like you were in a club and they're playing together. You've not even noticed, have you? 3 years. 3 years, and it's just washed over you like I spent no time on it at all. Unbelievable. See you later, Sarah. Well done. Good job on the post-COVID 5K, Sarah. Yeah. Jeff says we turn the sound off, Stephen. Do you know what? Secretly, I knew I wasn't talking to anyone. Tina Beer's got this music all playlisted, so she can just play it to herself anyway. So even if I change the music, Tina can just play all the tracks anyway. Right, we're halfway through now. 5k done, 5k to go. Amy Green's got it saved as well. I bet no one remembers the original music from 3 years ago. Apart from maybe Carol. Oh, I remember the 24-hour stream, Jeff, when you kept saying you're not still playing this music. My stream music is embedded in Jeff's brain now. Oh, Paul Hayward says he remembers the fitting of the treadmill in the shed. Wow. That's a while ago. Oh, the days before artificial intelligence noise cancelling. Right, Carol Rushworth has said on YouTube, I do remember the old music and hated the change back then. So she's probably dreading me introducing some new music again. Maybe I should wait 5 years between new music streams. But Carol, I assume you've got used to this one now, have you? Maybe I should change back to the old one. Just bring the old one back again. Oh, well, it's nice to have you with us, Idaho. Sorry, I'm just looking for something. I'll be with you in a second. That's right, it did have copyright problems, didn't it? Yes, that's why I stopped using it mainly. Have I got the right thing? Victoria's trying to say something to me on Alexa and I can't hear what she's saying. Victoria, you need to do it on Google or come out to see me. Right, Sarah Jacobson says, don't you get sick of the same music over and over? It's weird. No, not really. It's kind of odd that, like, it's kind of, in a way, comforting to hear the same stuff over and over. I know exactly what you mean. That you would think that having it over and over again... Okay, thanks, Victoria. Yeah, it's interesting that, yeah, I understand what you mean about it being repetitive. But in some way, I get used to having the same music, and like I say, it's quite kind of comforting in a way. Carol says, don't change the intro. Yeah, no, I won't change the intro. I was not mocking the Pilates class, Sarah. Would I ever do such a thing? Alexis, Leo apparently says, did you hear the news on Mo Farah not running the Manchester 10K? Why is he... I haven't seen it, no. Do you want to tell me about it, Alexis? Tina Beard actually plays the live stream music on solo runs. How about that? That's amazing. I don't think I would do that. I think it would feel out of place then. Yeah, I think it feels right here on treadmill runs on Zwift. I think it would feel weird if I had it when I was running outside. But I'm totally flattered, Tina, that you choose to use that music sometimes. She says it motivates me. That's really good to hear, actually. Maybe what that is that it's a psychological thing, that it kind of reminds you of the motivation you get when you're running on Zwift. Like with the help that you get from other people talking to you, messaging you, giving you encouragement and stuff like that. And it kind of reminds you of that, so that when you're running on your own, you still get that psychological motivation, like you say. Okay, not so just on the treadmill, but when you're not on Zwift, perhaps, or when I'm not streaming. I understand what you're saying. Yes. Clive says, well, it just makes Tina smile thinking about comedy hour. Fair enough. Yes. Understood. Amy Green has done the same sometimes. I know that some people, if they miss a live stream, they put the recording of the live stream on, like maybe Film My Run 500. Some people play that back because they can't do Film My Run 500 at the time, so they play it back and they run to it. Okay, so because Mo Farah came second in the Vitality half marathon last weekend, he's decided he needs another month of training to get back to a competitive level. So he's not going to be running Manchester 10K. Interesting. Must have knocked him a little bit, that defeat then. I don't know about fans, but people who like to watch, let's say. Not sure I feel comfortable with the term fans, Connor, but it's nice that people like the stream and the music. Ah, right, yeah, that's the other option, of course, Carol. Carol says, the other thing is Tina might just prefer to hear the music without you chatting away on the top of it, ruining it for everyone. We've got a new group forming, Zwift Short Distance Runners, ZSDR. Who is going to be responsible for forming that group? We need ZSDR immediately. Neil Messenger is running the Beachy Head Marathon. Diana says no, she's not forming it. Devon's going. Okay, well done, Devon. There's another ZSDR for you. Less than 3 kilometres left now of our community run. We're going at 9 kilometres an hour. We're going nice and steady. And we're coming in at zone 2 at the moment. Heart rate of 117 is now zone 2, I think. So that, I don't think 117 would have been zone 2 before I changed my max heart rate. So I think I climb into zone 2 a little bit earlier now. You do have a long drive, Neil. Yes, it's a little way to come from where you are down to us. But we'll be happy to see you. Be interesting to see if my stream goes off using this music now. If you hadn't noticed, I have swapped the music to the old music from 3 years ago. Which Carol or Tina rightly said I did have some copyright issues with, so if Facebook goes off in the next 10 minutes, you'll know why. We have 16 minutes left of the run to go, 2.5 kilometres to do. Carol's paying attention. Thank you, Carol. That's a good one. Zwift swiftly distracted runners. Jeff, Zwift stupid definition runners. Can't believe I posted that one. Yeah, speak for yourself, says Jeff. Well, I mean, have you ever looked down there after a long run? Stop, it's not impressive. Jeff's going to say once again, speak for yourself. How sure are you of that, Jeff? Dark nights on the Cornish coast path. Oh, you can run faster with 3 legs, says Stefan. Tripod, says Diana. What happens on the coast path stays on the coast path. To be fair, Kevin, if we were going to get banned, it would have happened a long time ago. Budgie smugglers. Clive. Are they part of the special boat service? No bad spirits here, Kevin. Full stop. We are all lovable rogues. Right, 1 mile to go. Neither Carol nor Tina or even Kim Salt have told us off yet, so it must be okay. Nikki, Yoko, you guys all right? Haven't heard much from you guys tonight. Hope you're all right. Carol says it's a good job I'm not having sausage casserole today. Carol says it's a good job she's not having sausages for dinner. Well done, Nikki. Pigs in blankets. Yeah, mini sausages. A party bag of mini sausages. That's Paul, Sebastian, Clive, Jeff, me, Kevin. The party bag of mini sausages. Is the Norwegian line coming soon as well, Kevin? Question mark. Looking forward to seeing the Danish line coming. And the Swedish line will be not far behind. It doesn't always have to be your best, Nikki. Right, Kim Salt. She hasn't told us off for all the rude comments we've been making. All she wants to know is why there's a massive tarpaulin in the back garden. That massive tarp is a tent, Kim. Tomorrow we will erect said tent and air it out in time for camping this summer. So our tent is as big as our back garden for 4 people. Yeah, we'll be going camping a couple of times at least, maybe 3 times this year to various places. One of them will be the Lakeland 100 in July. But we also have a backyard ultra in Suffolk in May at the end of this month. And what else have we got? Possibility that we might take it to Ben Nevis. Hashtag van for cousins. Yes, totally, Sebastian. More room in a tent, but yes, a van would be lovely. So for anybody who was wondering but was afraid to ask, that's what we have in the back garden there. Kim says, we had a 4-man tent when I was a kid. I haven't been camping since. I like the indoors better. Oh yeah, camping at UTS might be an option actually as well. Or we might stay at my mother's for that. Jeff Partridge says a van with an awning is the perfect combination. Yeah, probably agree with that. Although, you know, don't have a van, so I can't tell you. 600 meters to go. So the tipping point now for my heart rate, now that I've changed my max heart rate from 186 down to 179 in Zwift, is 116 beats per minute to go from zone 1 to zone 2. Amy Green says she doesn't like camping. Diana is going to go on to 15 kilometres. If you are doing 15, Diana, you may as well do 16 and make it around 10 miles. Thank you, Yoko. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute delight to run with you. Sarah Jacobson says, camping is not in my DNA. Well, if I'm honest, Sarah, I was going to say it's not in my DNA, but actually we did go camping quite a lot when I was younger, so maybe it is partially in my DNA, but I would always prefer a hotel or an apartment or even a log cabin over a tent. However, needs must sometimes. And when you can't afford a luxury camper van, Jeff Partridge, we're all looking at you rather, or Carol Rushworth and Jonathan, we're looking at you. a tent is the next best option, unfortunately. Some of the places we're going, there are no apartments to be had, no hotels to be had. Certainly for the Suffolk Backyard Ultra, that's nowhere near any accommodation, and we need to be there overnight. So, camping it is. Amy says, well done, everyone. Absolutely, congratulations to everyone. Good run. 1 hour, 6 minutes of work, nearly done. So most of the time in zone 2 today. So that is definitely a change from what it used to be. Normally I'd be in zone 1 for this run. I think, anyway. I might have to go back and have a look at when the zones changed. I'll go and look at some old videos and see what the tipping point was with my old heart rate. But it does make sense that they've changed. It does make sense that it is easier to get into zone 2 now. Thank you, Clive. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Sebastian. Paul Haywood. Diana. Clive. Carol. Amy. Tina. Well done. Do you know what? I've stopped short of the line again. Look at that. 4 metres short of the line. It's ridiculous. Clive says, see you tomorrow for the Film My Run 500. Yeah, we'll be on for Film My Run 500 tomorrow. So that is 11:35 UK time. So if you're around tomorrow, UK in the morning, for Kim Salt it'll be very, very early in the morning. But for us it's 11:35 UK time. Come and join us for a 500 metre climb. So the distance is 4.2 kilometres. And we set the treadmills at 12%. So 12% on the treadmills. That's the highest my treadmill will go. We go nice and slowly. We're not rushing. We're not. The whole point of the run is to work the legs and not really the heart. We need to keep the heart nice and relaxed and comfortable. So we go very slowly. We get up on our toes and we climb for 4.2 kilometres all the way up 500 metres of elevation. So that's what we are doing tomorrow morning, 11:35. Sarah says, great run all. Hope to join you for the next one, or next week rather. Carol says, thanks all. Amy says, great running everyone. See you all soon. Yeah, so we'll see you tomorrow for the Film My Run 500. Hope you've had a great day. And if you're just starting your day, well, no, you're not starting it, are you? But where are the states? What time is it now? So it's probably just approaching midday in California on the West Coast. So have a great rest of your day over there in the States. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.